It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st down, Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
On the stop.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Good.
15 yards on the play. 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the draw play. This is White. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss. 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Out of the gun, Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 5.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Throwing is Newton. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's caught by Smith. And past the 40 before... He's out of bounds.
16.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
47-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a game.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. This is White on the screen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
To James White.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
Jesse Bates on the cover.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now Burrow on 1st down, looking for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, 26 yards, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that's complete to Lewis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 24, well, that a very strong gain of 24.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Again, Newton. Open man is Myers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Off the bootleg. Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Nick Folk for the extra point.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for David Njoku.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
To David Njoku.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead.
His kick,
and that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Patriots 10. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow. Smith catches left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. David Njoku, 60 yards. Well, the Bengals, they widen their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there. First down.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. They fake the give. Newton. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he's going to keep it here. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
1st and goal.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
And he's going to go down again. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. And caught, right side, Green. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. 1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. That one goes for 24 yards.
And
so one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun to give to Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the 44.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 3 yards to go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Joe Mixon.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Joe Mixon on the carry.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Newton on first down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Folk connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
22-yard line.
Now Newton. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Newton. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Today's final score.
The Bengals, yes, the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. As we say thank you for watching and good night. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.